Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome to 2020. So how do you feel? Do you feel different? I don't. Not really. I wanted to make my first video for the year be the best of what I consider 2019. I will have timestamps below in case you want to skip around in the video. Covergirl, Simply Ageless. This is the anti-aging foundation primer. This has niacinamide in it. I feel like if I'm using this for like a week, I can tell a difference in how my skin looks. It's got an airless pump. It comes out like a white moisturizer and it feels good. You put it on, it feels like real hydrating, and then it gets tacky, so it holds on to your makeup. The Juno Moonshine. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys know that I am like a Juno VIP. I guess that's what we're calling ourselves now. But listen, they sent me this, and I love this more as the winter has set on because it's got avocado oil, hyaluronic acid is in this. It's very moisturizing, feels really good, sets down just like the Covergirl. In fact, same color. It's just in a container. There's a lot more of it, but it's white and it feels good. It behaves a lot like the Covergirl, but it really gives me hydration. So for my eyeshadow primer, the one that I use pretty much on the daily is my Sigma eyeshadow base stick because it's too easy, okay? And it lasts forever, look. See, I've been using this all year, and that's how much I still have left. Oh, also, anything Sigma, if you use the stuff below, you get 30%. I asked for less commission so that you could have a bigger discount, all right? And yeah, take advantage of that. It does come in different shades. This is really good, lasts a long time, and I think you'd really like it. Because this was new this year and I tried it, I really like it. It's the ABH Eye Primer. It comes out real runny, okay? But it don't take very much at all. Look at this. Like that's too much. Seriously, it is. You could just use that much on both eyes. It's tacky enough to hang on to your shadows, but it's not so tacky that you can't blend. And I think it intensifies the color of your shadows because it's white. Kind of like, remember when we used to take the NYX Milk crayon and put that underneath our shadows? In fact, if you can't afford the ABH, this still works really good. Revlon PhotoReady Candid Concealer. Mine is in Fair 005. I love everything about this, and I use it so much. It's ridiculous. I reach for it over my high-end choices. I use this on days I don't even wear makeup. This is like just spot and go. I love the brush. I love the way it is like a scoop. I mean, it's perfect. For me, concealer has to cover, of course. Why else would you be using it? And it can't look cakey. It can't emphasize my wrinkles. And there are only a handful that I know of that really work well for me. And this one. And this was sent to me by YSL during the year through the Octoly network, and I knew I was going to love this because I love YSL. I've not met a YSL product that I don't like, so I knew that I would like it, and it's a pen. I use it to brighten up the inside as well as underneath. I clean up my brows with it. It's really nice for that. The Candid, you kind of got to put it on a brush to do it, so I don't use that as much to clean up my brows, but this is so darn easy. I do it all the time. Is it going to be any surprise to you guys that this is my drugstore choice, the Candid? When I'm not reaching for my high-end choice, I'm reaching for this. And that's saying something because I got a lot of foundations that are really nice. YSL, Giorgio Armani, Bobbi Brown, Makeup Forever. Okay, I've got a bunch that are super good, and I pick this one over them a lot. I don't think you can go wrong. My shade is 130 Ivory, in case you guys are also my shade. And don't confuse it for this. This is the Revlon Candid Glow. I will talk about this in another video that you'll see after this, but let me just say that the one I prefer is the first one. My high-end choice isn't going to be a surprise to anybody. Yeah, okay, it stole my heart. and ran away with it. And Lancome is supposed to come out with a new foundation this year, and I can't wait to try that one. So anyway, this is the Teint Idole Ultra Wear. Now, I was sent this by Lancome, but I will buy this, unless the new one in 2020 is even better. I call it a soft matte. It makes your skin look better. Your skin looks better. If you have great skin to begin with, this is going to make you look flawless. If you haven't tried this, I'm just saying. I'm not going to tell you to buy things, but I'm just saying. There's a link below. Buy this. No, it's really great. Wet n Wild, and it's called Sunset Striptease. I think this is supposed to be limited edition, but I've noticed it's at the store still. I think that if you don't have this in your collection, that you would be pleased. There is a darker shade. I like the fairer shade for myself, but yes, this is fantastic, and I really, really like it. And the one I reach for the most is by bareMinerals. This one here is called Invisible Bronze, and it's a bronzer that you don't look at somebody and go, got some bronzer on. It actually warms up your skin in a very natural way and makes you look invisibly bronzed. And that's why I love this one right here from Lancome. And yes, I was sent this too. Now, believe it or not, I'm going to say 8 out of 10 Lancome things I show you, I bought. It's just that in 2019, I became a part of the Octoly network, and I use Octoly to get Lancome. I'm not going to lie, okay? There it is. It's out there. I am constantly logging in every day looking for more Lancome. That should tell you something about Lancome. I mean, you can go individually through these things. I tend to swirl around and get the whole thing, which is lovely. But like, say I wanted to do my nose, this right here, this section right here would be perfect. Maybe you want to just go right down the middle of the line there, or this could on its own would be a really great highlight. See, I tend to swirl it all together. But like the bareMinerals Invisible Bronze, the reason I love this is because I don't think that people actually realize that I have warmed up my face with a bronzer when I wear this either. Almay Powder Blush in 10 Pink. You guys might remember the first time that I tried this. I had never tried anything at all from Almay ever. This blush is perfect. It's a perfect everyday blush. And yes, it has the 3 sections, and I swirl them together to get the most beautiful, natural looking cheek. It's just gorgeous. Can't say enough good things about that. Jouer. So this one here is called Flirt, and this one is Coquette. I think that's how you say it. Oh, guys. And of course, yes, I do tend to swipe them together, but here's 4 blushes that are just fantastic. You guys have heard me talk about the Lancome Absolute powder till you could probably just strangle me. I'm not going to include it in this because to me it's a different kind of powder. I'm talking about your setting or buffing powders. This powder I was very proud of because I was actually one of the people who tested this product before it was marketed. I was actually sent the blueprints so that I could give feedback on what the packaging should look like. And I mean, I'm very proud of this product. They have 2 kinds of it, which at the time I thought it was just going to be this one. This one is in Brighton. It's got a rose gold lid, frosted plastic, so it travels well. This stuff lasts you forever, and it's because of the way they've packaged it. So this is plastic right here. This does take a little bit to screw it back on, okay? But it's also the ingenious way this was built that makes this last so long. You don't lose this powder. Other powders you might waste because it gets everywhere. This won't. This is plastic, okay? But when you put this lid on, this plastic goes down and blocks that hole right there where there's this meshing. I sort of feel like this is my powder because, I mean, I went through quite a lot. I don't know if you guys remember how many samples of this stuff I went through, testing it, running it up against all my favorite powders, checking it against my YSL, everything I did to test this product. I'm very proud of the input that I gave for it, so I'm gonna tell you, it's my most reached for powder. It's called Juno Blur. But one from the drugstore is Candid. Oh my gosh, have I said Candid enough in this video? This is a fantastic powder. The only thing I have against it is I do tend to waste a little bit of it because I have a hard time getting the lid up. And sometimes when I do that, I spill it. It's so finely milled. This is so fine. It's every bit as fine as the Juno. It has these little plastic plugs that go down and plug the hole here so that you don't waste product. And you kind of don't. I mean, if you're not a klutz like me, you could use this powder and not make a mess. Hourglass Veil. This is perfection. It's been knocked around a little bit, so you can't tell it, but you know, the perfect amount gets distributed by just banging here, and then it makes an H that you can sort of see here, but like I had some in here already because it's been getting knocked around. But Hourglass Veil is perfect. For compact, my very favorite powder is from Flower Beauty, and it's in my purse, so I don't want to go get it right now. I'll put a picture or something right here or over here. Lancome Dual Intensity Powder or La Mer. Get a better compact sponge, Lancome. The Dual Intensity Compact Powder. The Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder Highlighter is gorgeous, and the price tag is right. Now, it has a powder puff in here. I would never take this and put this on my face. But it does a good job of blocking it. And I just take this and turn it over and come right off the puff with my brush. It comes in 3, I think, colors. I've got the pink one. This is outstanding. This can be used as eyeshadow, for highlighter, to metallic your mouth. What more could you want? It'll last you forever. And I think it's a really hard drugstore highlighter to beat. The one that I grabbed and used the most this year was Cookie by Benefit. I have yet to use a regular brush with it. I always use the brush that came with it. It distributes product very well. I love it. I'm sure that you can't see that, but this highlighter started out in like a box set with others. I forgot what the other one that I liked in there was called, but anyway, there's a reason why this is a single now. If you haven't tried Benefit Cookie, you are gonna love this. Sigma Long Wear eyeliner pencil in Wicked, which only comes in black. Wicked. Let's talk about first what I use eye pencils for, because some pencils that I say are losers are actually good pencils depending on how you use them. When I use an eyeliner, almost 98% of the time, the only thing I'm using it for is the tight and the waterline. So if it can't hold up there, I don't think it's a good eyeliner. You maybe never go there. Maybe you just line your eyelid or go under your eye with it. And if that's the case, then you may like several, I don't. But if you're hunting eyeliner that doesn't budge on me anyway, in the tight or waterline, then Sigma is my affordable choice. For the high-end choice, hello, there's nothing better than Milk. I'm telling you. And for those of you who may want to know what I think of how they compare to Marc Jacobs, I think that anyone who says Marc Jacobs is better has never tried this. I like the Marc Jacobs too, but Milk beats the crap out of it. And I think they're the same price and the same amount of product, so it's not. Sydney Grace deserves a spot at this table. And just because she's issuing singles, which, you know, now Sydney Grace is also going to be putting out palettes, but Sydney Grace cannot be left out of the eyeshadow game. Here are 3 of my favorites. This one is called Queen of Hearts. Watch. There's Queen of Hearts. This one, of course, it's a green. It's called Chameleonaire. Now, Chameleonaire is, I forgot what she calls this, where it shifts, you know, like it's blue, then it's green, blue, then it's green. Like right now I'm looking at it at this direction and it looks like a royal blue. Clearly you're seeing green though. So, there, can you see it? This is called Blushed. To anybody who wants to try Sydney Grace and they say, what should I try for first? Blushed. Get Blushed. Okay, because you may not like blues and greens, you might not like red, but everybody gonna like that shade, right? Oh yeah, baby. Blushed is a champagne-y color that can go with a neutral eye. It's just gorgeous. We have to let Sydney Grace to the table first. I got 2 eyeshadow palettes for the affordable and 2 for the more expensive. And it was grueling. I mean, I spent an entire day trying to figure out which 2 to narrow down to. This one gets it because it's one that you can go in a store and get. You can go get this from Ulta. And that would be the Emily Edit palette. I think that she did an exceptional job on this. I am not a huge Makeup Revolution fan. I find that I have to work pretty hard for their shadows, but thank you that we have Emily to go through and do that for us. And that's exactly what she did here. She created the perfect palette for them. These shadows, I think, all perform. It has such a wide variety of colors in it that, you know, it's an everyday kind of palette for me. I love this. Emily did a fantastic job putting this together. You got to try Alter Ego. All right, now they just sent this one to me. This is their newest one. This is Aurora. And Aurora is not my favorite only because of the colors. They're real warm and I'm leaning more cool. The thing about Alter Ego is they are bringing affordable makeup to you that looks a lot like other palettes. Like both of the ones I have in my hand today mimic Natasha Denona palettes. For instance, this one here would be her Sunrise palette. They're very well built. Even the outer packaging of an Alter Ego palette is, I don't know how they're doing this for the amount of money they're doing it for, but $16 for a palette, you can't get anything. I challenge you to get anything that is at the drugstore for $16 in the eyeshadow department that beats Alter Ego. I don't think you're going to find it. I really don't. Several people have been doing looks with it now. I'm not going to be able to get to it for a little bit, so I'm afraid that they're going to take that as an offense. I hope they don't. I love Alter Ego. This is probably my favorite Sahara by Alter Ego. It is a dupe palette for the Natasha Denona Biba palette. It's perfect for me. I love this palette. If you've not tried Alter Ego yet, you're missing out. You really should. Before I get to my high-end eyeshadow palette choices, I want to show you this here. This is a face palette by Juno. This is called Cherry Bomb. They have another one. I can't remember what it's called, but this is fantastic, and I use this a lot. I can't not tell you about this, but it doesn't really fit into any other category. My 2 high-end palettes, I'm going to show you this, the Sultry. Yes, the ABH Sultry palette stole my heart. I did not think I was going to get this. This is the one that when it came out, I went, nah, I don't need that. But you know what? With my hair, this color, these colors are just smashing for me. And the last one, I'm afraid to show you. I really, truly am. Let's just move on to something else. No. All right, do you guys remember when somebody asked me, does a $125 eyeshadow palette justify itself? I mean, really? And I said no. All right, in my defense, I didn't know about special shades. Okay, I heard about special shades, but how special can special shades be? I judged the $125 palettes on the little ones. There's something magical about this palette, and now I want the number 5. So much that I might actually pay $125 to get it. I didn't pay $125 for this. This was a gift. This came to me from Jeannie. But you see this shade right here? When I wore this, you guys flipped out. This palette is so wonderful. It gets my top for the high end. And I hate myself for saying that. I have now tried 3 of the Pat McGrath Labs things, and I love them all. What a rabbit hole! All of my brow pencil powder choices are not high-end. In fact, I don't have a high-end pencil or powder in this. The only thing I have is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This, I don't care what brow pencil I'm using. I need this. So what this is, in case you don't know, and I can't imagine that you're here and you don't know, it's like this clear gel that sets up like cement, okay? And its secret weapon is this delivery system. It's this brush. This brush will let you put the product through with longer bristles, shorter bristles. You can lay it flat and pack it on this way. I love and use this to help me keep from getting too much brow product in my brows. And it holds my brows in place, so they're not going anywhere. This is the only high-end choice for the year. What I have are drugstore or affordable options for you that I think work well with gray hair ladies. For the longest time, my favorite brow products, period, was Wet n Wild. I like their triangle one, I like the micro one, I love their powder box. But after making the choice for my hair to be cool and silver, the colors are just something I really need to be careful with. I really like the Sigma's box, and this shade right here really looks good. And so this is my choice for powder. And also their pencil in dark. Now this, let me show you, that's what color dark is. My Covergirl one is something I've talked about all year. I really love it in rich brown. Let me show you next to the Sigma, the second one right there. That is the Covergirl, and the first one is the Sigma. This one right here for a micro brow pencil and color, awesome. I love the Covergirl the best of all the eyebrow pencils that I have, except maybe this one here gives it a run for its money. And I'm just gonna tell you, it makes no sense. That would be the e.l.f. This makes no sense. It's not micro. There's the color right there. It's not as cool as the Covergirl. This one is in neutral brown, and I'm gonna tell you, I reach for this all the time. This is the one that I'm wearing today. If I don't want to sit there and just keep working on my brows, this is the one I grab. This $2 pencil, closely tied for Covergirl for my favorite. And both of them beat out all my high-end, mainly because of color. But they, yeah. Drugstore wins eyebrows. My drugstore favorites have not been opened because I don't want to have 15 mascaras open in this year. We're going to stop doing that. Believe it or not, I got this over at CVS. Essence at CVS. I normally only find this at Ulta. My favorite one is right there in the middle. It's the green one. I love the green one the most, but I don't mind the other two. They're all Lash Princess. For $4.99 each, how can you beat this? You can't. But if you can't get to Ulta, you're mad at them for some reason, like I am Sephora, or you just like can't find it for some reason. This mascara right here by L'Oreal, the Unlimited. I love the Unlimited. I've showed this before. It's got a wand that fits right in the crook of your finger, and it has a Christmas tree rubberized wand on it. But the mascara formula is so good, and the delivery system, they just work together to give you a really great looking lash. That is every bit as good as this lash. It's just this mascara costs more than this one. Well, I bet you're thinking Lancome's in the mix, and you would have been right. Except, oh my gosh, Pat McGrath Labs just totally wrecked Lancome. And the bad part of this is I'm not going to be able to rebuy this for a little bit because I have so many backups of my Lancome mascaras, which I love, don't get me wrong, but I used this one day. The first day I used this and I went, it's me and you, forever and ever, amen. Let's discuss. You know how you'll get a mascara and like you'll use it, but the first time it's meh. Second time you use it, it's like getting better. Third time you use it, it's like, yeah, I love you. This is I love you from the very first swipe. Have you ever seen Mel Thompson? Have you ever seen her lashes? Mel Thompson looks like Now, mind you, she has a lot better lashes than mine, okay? She has better lashes than anybody on YouTube, I think. But Mel's lashes look like she took each lash and put mascara on it, okay? It looks like it took her 2 days to put on her mascara. I know it didn't, but it looks like that. She's got so many lashes, and it's like they're not clumped together. All of the lashes are individually there. This is what this does for people who don't have male lashes. This stuff is the best for making you look like you have an airy, fluttery, volumized, lengthened lash. It does it all. And it doesn't feel like you have mascara on. It doesn't feel like you have anything on. If you were to feel your lashes, they just feel like your lashes. You know what that means? It means I'm hooked into buying an even more expensive mascara. And then there's this. This is my baby. I love this. It's a daily for me. I have heard Mel and several other people say this is the mascara that they use on their lower lashes only. I don't. I use this on my lower lashes, but I also use it on my upper lashes. I think this does a bang-up job of giving me everything I want in a lash, and I don't have to worry about when I rub my eyes, when I cry, because it's a tubing mascara. It holds up pretty darn good. It's got a little wand. I shouldn't use this one because I bent it the other day to help me. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't, but now just look at the wand part. Okay, so see how long and skinny this is? Because of this wand, it's easy for you to work the underside of your lashes and then work the other side and keep going back and forth to build a really great upper lash. I'm not the kind of girl who just exclusively says you're gonna be on my lower lashes. I want it all over. All day long, captured my heart. It is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. The color on it is beautiful, and it lasted a pretty long time. Pretty comfortable and stuff. This is an extraordinary liquid lipstick. There it is, right there. Extraordinary. Put this on, it's not going nowhere. Eat, drink, whatever you want, this is going to stay. It really does, and it outperforms the crayon, but I like the crayon too. So both of these are from the Superstay Ink line of Maybelline, and whoa. This year I discovered the world of Lisa Eldridge, which was no surprise. I knew I was going to love these from the get-go. There's a reason why Lancome trusts Lisa Eldridge. Both of these lipsticks are red. Okay, as you can see, one is an orange red, which is Velvet Morning, and Velvet Ribbon is a more blue red. They actually look like velvet. And as long as you stay off the sides of the bullet, it's going to continue to stay like that. Velvet Ribbon was given to me by my friend Jeannie from Get This Glowing. So this one is Velvet Morning, and this is Velvet Ribbon. And then this year I got introduced to Kristen Audette's lipsticks, which I have come to love the formula for. Also with Mel Thompson's collection. When this shade, there's 2 shades and 2 lip liners, but my very favorite of them is this one, and it's called Puffin. It's so creamy. Okay, so that's Puffin right there. It is without a doubt the most orange red I've ever seen. I do love wearing this full on, straight on, in your face. Look at my mouth. I have so much skincare. I've tried so much skincare. I love so much skincare that I'm not going to talk about Mad Hippie, because you guys know that I love Mad Hippie. And to narrow down the skincare, it had to be something new this year that I tried. So this is only skincare that I tried new in 2019 that I love enough that I would purchase. And I say that because there's some things I loved a lot that I tried, like from Kate Somerville, that I can't afford. Okay, so this is just stuff I can afford, right? I'm not sure which one of these two actually did it, so I'm using them both. But I have the Niacinamide Brightening Toner and the Niacinamide Serum, both from Good Molecules. Yeah, we'll buy this again. Holy grail for my pores. Okay, next are these two, Derma E. This is the Advanced Peptides Collagen Moisturizer. Love. And the Derma E Firming DMAE Eye Lift. This eye cream really works. I love this stuff. I have others that I'm rotating through because, you know, I paid money for them, so I want to use them. But this is the one I truly love. This stuff has a funky smell. I don't know what that smell is, but obviously I love it, you know, and I rotate through. But I love this enough that I will rebuy both of these, and I would like to try more Derma E. I have one product from Mad Hippie. This is it. It's their Mad Hippie Triple C Night Cream. This is a stabilized version of vitamin C. It's got 3 kinds of vitamin C in here. You put this on, and your face is hydrated. O'Keeffe's has to make it in here because I'm impressed with what it's done to my shy guy's hands, and he certainly is. He wants you to know that if you have rough, dry, cracked hands, good stuff. Another product that I learned about from you guys. You guys give me such great input. Go get O'Keeffe's if you really, truly need your feet or your hands, either one worked on. This is the Batiste Original Dry Shampoo. I'm particular about this one, clean and classic. And the reason is because it leaves a white cast, which is something that most people probably do not want, but I do, because guess why? So when I spray this on my scalp or in my hair, do you see that got whiter? Look how much whiter my hair will get. And I'll be honest with you, my hair never needs a dry shampoo. I use it solely to get volume and to get it white again. If you have gray hair, you want it to be a little whiter, here you go. If that don't get it for you, this will. This is called Salon Graphics High Beams Intense White. And I'm not going to put this in my hair, but it's wicked white, and they call it that for a reason. So it's time to use the purple shampoo, but you don't have time. This will brighten you up here, this High Beams Intense in wicked white. My hair is very thin, and I need it to stand up where I want it to, and I need it to stay there. So there's a variety of products I use to do that. One of the most important that I need is a powder. Now, I used to use the Big Sexy Hair, and that is a fantastic, it's called Powder Play, I think. But you guys told me about this and several others. This is just the one that I decided to try because of the price tag and because I like the company Got to Be. I have several things to show you from Got to Be. So the price and because it says Got to Be on it is the reason that I went for Got to Be's Powderful Volumizing Styling Powder. This stuff is exactly like using Powder Play by Big Sexy Hair, except it costs a heck of a lot less. So for those of you who don't know, what's it for? Well, you just sprinkle some of this in here, go like that, and poof, volume. Enjoy wax. I love this. This is a dry wax, and you will have this forever. For girls like me who have short hair that you want to make spiky or just want to do whatever you want, love this. So here's how I use this. When I get done with my hair, there's certain things that I want to go in a different direction. Like maybe I just want my bangs to be straight and spiky. I can do that with this. You got to get this warmed up between your fingers, or maybe take a blow dryer and hold it on there and warm this product up. But then after you get it on your hands and it's warmed up, it is a dry, sticky wax. And then you can take and pull at different parts of your hair and it will stay there. I need this especially on day 2. So like today I washed my hair. Okay, well we're good because, you know, it does good right after I first wash it and style it. But tomorrow will be a different story. Even though I sleep on a silk pillowcase, this part of my hair is going to be going like this, and it's just going to be all over the place. But I can easily whip it into shape with this. I also use this when I wore wigs. So this is a good product for all you wig ladies too. And I've got videos where I showed you how I use this, but basically this says got to be glued. That's because it's like glue, seriously. They have this too, and I use this too. This is the Got to Be Glued Blasting Free Spray. Trust me when I tell you that this, if you get too much of this in your hair, get in the shower. Do not run your comb through it. This is serious. If you really want to spike up your hair and have it stand straight up, you really want to make sure that something doesn't move, it's got to be glued. And this is the spray. And I use the spray all the time to make sure that my hair stays the way I put it. So like I used the Enjoy Wax, and now I've molded my hair the way I want. But if I want it to stay that way, like for 8 hours, this, okay? Just pick it up, psst, psst, psst. Do not use this on days where you don't have an umbrella and it's raining. I promise you, it's not a good day. So this stuff here, it gets used as a hairspray quite a lot. I tried several different kinds of shampoo and conditioner after my hair went gray, but it was this company, Better Not Younger, that reached out to me and sent me their whole line. I love the way my hair looks, feels healthy on this line, and it's now in Sephora. You do not have to have gray hair. You don't have to have even mature hair. You can use this if you were in your 20s or your 30s or whatever. There's not an age limit. What it is, though, is a hair care system that is helpful to mature hair, gray or not, dyed or not. So don't think that your hair needs to be gray and you need to be a woman of a certain age. It's just that it's really good for that. The last hair care product that I have to show you is a recent discovery of mine. This looks like it's not been used because it's not. I'm using a sample that I got. This stuff here, BioSilk Silk Therapy Light, I'm always looking for something that's going to make my hair shine. Oftentimes I've got something in my hair like that Batiste or whatever that makes it drier. So this stuff here does the job. You just put a little bit in your hands and then run it over and it just shines. It's so beautiful. And many of you also told me that you use this product too and that you love it as well. The first thing on the lifestyle list for me is something I don't have here. I got it when my friend Michelle came to see me, and she brought me a whole mess of stuff, but one of the things that was in there was a candle called Capri Blue. And she got me a little one, and there's a big one on Amazon that's in a really pretty, I'll link it so you can see what one I'm talking about. I want to get that. Yeah, I have lots of candles. There's always one burning whenever I'm talking to you guys. If you guys haven't smelled that, it's a really wonderful scent. You might like that candle. But this is by a company called MYK, and this is been a game changer for my hair. When I wake up in the morning, or used to, when I woke up in the morning, I looked like a 600-pound gorilla was in there jumping on my head all night. It wouldn't do anything because it had been like, I don't know what I'm doing, break dancing on my head. I don't know. But this has been a game changer. It's so soft. And it doesn't matter. I can roll my head like this on that pillow all night long. And my cowlicks are showing, but my hair's not all matted and sticking up, and it's nothing I can't fix with a little bit of water and, you know, some products that I have. I highly recommend this brand. It's wonderful. It is affordable. My Dash mini waffle makers. I have two because I have a family that likes these chaffles, okay, that I make, and when it's pizza night, I need to churn them out faster than one is gonna do it. You could use this for, you know, regular waffles, but I'm making chaffles in these, and anyone who does a keto lifestyle or a low carb lifestyle knows what a chaffle is. Now mine are different. I put some almond flour and stuff in it to make it more like bread, but that's what I eat sandwiches on, not bread. I haven't been eating bread for probably 6 months now. One of you told me about a tea box. I did not even know there was such a thing because I'm kind of a tea newbie, but this one is really nice. You can get it in several finishes. This one is, you know, of course, in cherry, but it's got a really nice lid and it's velvet on the inside, and you can move these trays to different ways that you want to hold your teas. My tea box is something I treasure and one of my favorites from 2019, and I know you guys are so tired of being here now, but I thank you if you've made it this far. You are a true Fritzy family member. Come and get your hug. Oh, you're so slippery. I hope that you guys know that you are the best part of the Fritzy family. I love you so much. I always will. And if you're not having a blessed day, please go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you. See ya. Bye. And I'm out.
It comes in different flavors. Shades. Listen, flavor. Flavor of the week. You guys know, everybody knows I have this love affair with Lancome, so it's not really that big of a Wow! Get that out of your system now, do you? And that would be because I use them like a fantastic lover. I don't have lovers, just shy guy. For the record. Or maybe just go right down that. Just maybe. When you put the lid on, you have to screw it a lot, and that takes burns a lot of calories. Screwing a lot, you know. If you don't want to go to Ulta and you don't see that, I'm so sick of picking stuff up off the floor. That was like a horror movie, wasn't it? Because of that, you can work the underside of your eyes. You can work the fronts. Undersides of your eyes? Really, Mary? Ugh. It's so hot in here. And because it's so little, you can also get in here and get all of these. Really? Oh, now we gotta wait for that to dry and get it off with a Q-tip. And it looks like I got a booger or something. A black insect is on my nose right there. See it? Can you see it? I wish I could show you the desk. If you put these next to each other, you can like chase them around because they repel each other. Not with the Kristen Odette though. These two lipsticks magnets attract to each other. It's like girl on girl. No. The Pro line is a special synthetic. It smells like horse poop. No, it doesn't. Not that I know what horse poop smells like. There's no horses around here. Okay, I've never been around a horse. Okay, I was once. It ran me into a tree. Different story, different day. The whole reason. Oh man, don't get this in your mouth. Don't let the sun go down on me. And they said, we're tired of listening to you. Just go ahead and shut up. Let's find another song.